Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Today's game will feature a team that loves getting it done through the air. The Redskins are top 10 in passing TDs, and they'll go against the Cowboys, who are very aware of what they'll be dealing with.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Washington Redskins. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So the D-line's going to spread out. A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll run again with Perine. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
The insistence of speed at every position is really seen at the defensive end spot. These guys in the old days were often outside linebackers. They just pushed them forward because they wanted to play fast and get to the quarterback or the running backs quicker than ever before.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. He'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
The tight end in motion right. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's going to take, and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. A big play here for the Cowboys. 42 yards.
Here we go. 3-19. 3-19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On first down, they're going option left. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to find O.J. Howard, and now it's second down.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Fullback try and push the pile. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
Have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up third down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
He'll look to throw. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down. The Redskins send out their punter. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll run it now out of the gun. And now nothing but green ahead of him. 30. Past the 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play for the Cowboys on third. 70 yards. They'll run with Cook, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And he's got it up and through. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Again, here's P. Ryan. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Burnett. No gain, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. And since they still have 10 yards to go, they'll just say, let's roll this over to 3rd down and decline it.
Let's just be honest about it. If you can't get them off the field on 3rd and 10, then something's wrong with your defense anyway. No sense in taking that penalty.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. And they get 14 yards there at a 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
All right, here we go. Green.
Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. The Redskins send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. And he's getting a workout here this first quarter as he gets it away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on his 4th possession. They go play action here on 1st down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
Well, Brandon, if we go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator, he showed us his script. Didn't show us everything now. He said, here's the script for the game. I think everything's going according to plan in a big way. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's about as good. That is as good as you can do, I guess. So, well done.
Yeah, well done indeed. Tremendous execution.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Play action fake. They'll look to throw. That's caught by Butler over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Here's Pirine. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 16.
Right, here we go. Back up, Philly. Here we go.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throw left side, caught by Butler. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39. No. Check. Patriot. Hurry up. Here we go. All right, let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some space here. Wow, evasive. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again,
and again.
and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Wide, get wide. Run. Okay, we got 4. Let's go, fellas. We got 4 down. Watch it now, Barney.
The first throw here for the backup Garoppolo. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. They'll run it here with Pirine. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Not much happening there on first down.
Thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Now Garoppolo throwing on second. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Chambers. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Garoppolo now, first down throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And this one is incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
Right. He's down right here. He's down on the right. Down on the right. Set. Green, 39. Green.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A swift move, but not a ton to show for it. Tackle just on the other side of midfield. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Watch right. Watch him now. Leopard. Here we go now. 319. 319. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. He's coming. You got double up. Over. All right, now, lucky 56.
They're going to look to throw. Flushed out right. Caught here by Conley. And he'll be marked down deep in Washington territory. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Green, 30. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. They'll go option to the short side. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
They still can't get it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top, as we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is Don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Over! All right, now, look at 56. Set! Green, 39. Watch it. No. Check. Patriot. Hurry up.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
And he will find his man on the outside. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 30. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
All right, now, look at 56. All right, here we go. Detroit, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
If this was boxing, you think maybe they would have thought about stopping this one because this defense has been bruised, it's been battered, but this is why they keep the fight going, right? They just got done with a really nice play, showing they still got a little bit left, don't they?
Haven't had many plays that they can clip, put in the film room, and smile about, but hey, there's one.
Clip and save.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Big O.J. Howard, his intended target. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
All right, here we go.
Shift together here from the D-line. First down, and they'll try to run the option left. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up second down.
That was a good, strong run there. And while it won't pick up a first down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe something they can build on as this game continues.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Let's give plenty of credit to the defense there. They stuck them on second and short. But if you're the offense, why would you change what you're doing? You've got a whole nother down to pick it up, and maybe even a fourth if you so choose.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that's going to make it fourth down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. So now we look at the Redskins offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Now a play fake here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. There goes Green. And he's going to be marked down deep in Dallas territory. A huge play there for Washington. 53 yards. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Throw left side complete. That's Chambers. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
And this one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there and swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's got some space here. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Redskins touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick 6s.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Cowboys. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
Comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right?
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Halfback sent in motion. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be knocked down sideways around the 37. A big play here for Dallas. 41 yards. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, but fortunately he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for a stride.
They'll look to throw here. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Cowboys with a football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw, and he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open.
Now let's go.
They'll set up a throw. And able to find Conley. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Redskins. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting back to...
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Play action. Garoppolo. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A gain of 39 that time. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game...
And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had to make it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing.
He's got a man, complete. That goes for a gain of 31. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Looking to throw. And he's got his man on the comebacker. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. His third touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And here come the Redskins now. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now P. Ryan. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent. And now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Now let's go.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. This will be caught inside the 10. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right?
No.
I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
Going. She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. And got his man complete. He's at the 30. 10. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed, I did, my good man. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play. And just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's going to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Oh, and I think the Redskins got it. Yes, they did. So the onside kick is recovered. And, you know, I always thought, Charles, as someone who didn't play these positions, that going over the middle as a receiver or trying to recover an onside kick, those are 2 very tough things to do.
It takes a lot of fortitude to put yourself in that position, but you have to do it in order to help you.
And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
Watch it now, Barney.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Redskins are able to cut into that deficit. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Being chased out left. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Khalil Mack in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking deep downfield. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5, that's a whale of a game. On third, here's an option play right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. And a solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a first down on the keeper. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call?
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Now Garoppolo. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call, and you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that yardage. That would be a big play.
He's going to let it flop. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. They go play action here on first down. Now a desperation throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. They'll start out here with the option left. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.